welcome back. And today we have a super special guest, Miss Nicole Gomez. Nicole and I go way back. We were friends in college, and we actually lived together. But now she's slaying it in Austin, and we're so excited to have her on the pod. So thank you, Nicole.
Hey guys, I'm so excited to be here. I've been an original Girly Pop Pod fan for the longest time, and I feel like this has been a long time coming, so I'm pumped.
Oh, I love that. Wait, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Nicole approached us because she wanted to talk about overcompensating, which I feel like has taken over my For You page. I don't know if anyone else is noticing that, but
Oh
like
yeah.
I can't escape Benito in like the best way.
Yeah. No, I love him. I remember the first time I was like introduced to him was when he was doing his impersonations of Kourtney Kardashian. And that was like the funniest thing to me. But also we interviewed him at South by this year and got to like chit chat with him after the movie premiere he was at, and he is so nice. So like I'm just so glad he's like getting his flowers and stuff because he was just like talking to everyone like he was your best friend, which was so cool.
That's so awesome. Yeah, I feel like he's definitely taken over my For You page, like my Instagram reels. Like I see him and like all of his friends and like all of the cast of Overcompensating. And he has like a podcast with Mary Beth Baroni.
Mhm.
Yeah, who plays I guess his sister in the show. And the two of them are so funny. I was like listening to the podcast like a couple weeks ago when the show came out because I was just like, how can I get more of this energy comedy into my life? And it's been really good. Yeah, I've really enjoyed it.
I saw a clip of their podcast on TikTok the other day, and they were like reenacting really random outtakes from like Katy Perry songs. I can't remember if it was a specific song or not, but
One
oh my God,
out of the 10, waking up good so.
I was dying. It was so good.
So good. Um,
But
well,
yeah, they were so good.
I feel like the cast for the show is like actually like kind of insanely stacked, but like in a low key way. Like I feel like everyone was like kind of unknowns, but also like you have like Connie Brighton and Kyle MacLachlan as like
Yes.
students, like just casually, and I'm like, oh, okay, like period.
No, insane. Yeah.
And then Kaya Gerber is just there as well. So like
Yeah. I feel
Yeah.
like that's always kind of her brand. Like she's like there, and then you're like, what is Kaya Gerber doing here? And then you're like, wait, she kind of slays.
when she was cursing the
Yeah.
bucket of Alfredo, I was like, how did we get here? And I love it. Like
No, it was so funny.
Yeah, that was too good. Like the bucket of Alfredo. And honestly, I kind of love Kaya Gerber. I feel like she's having her moment playing
Oh,
like
me too.
the like in a way like kind of bad cop, but yeah, like I loved Booksmart so much and like I love seeing her in that and she just had such a cool
Bottom.
storyline. Sorry,
Yeah.
Bottoms, not Booksmart. But
Oh, I
yeah.
didn't even realize she wasn't in
I
Booksmart.
was trying to remember
Yeah.
if she was in
I, oh,
Booksmart.
wait, I
I
was
was
No, she
blind.
was not in Booksmart. But I'm thinking like the whole like yeah. But same vibes. But yeah, she was in Bottoms. I loved her role in Bottoms. That was really great. And yeah, she's just so funny. She adds a lot to the show, I feel like. And same with
Yeah.
Adam DeMarco from White
Mhm.
Lotus. I
Ooh.
was like, wow. I was like, where do I know this guy from? And then I know White Lotus season 3 just wrapped, and I was like, okay, he's from White Lotus. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll always remember him. He was also the guy in Radio Rebel.
Oh my
He was
God.
he was also in Zaps.
Oh my gosh, you're so right.
Yeah. So I remember when I saw him in the White Lotus, I was like, wait, what's Radio Rebel doing here? Like, hey. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
oh my gosh.
yeah, but let's see. I think this was Benito like created the show, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and I believe it is like based on like his own story. Like I haven't driven too much into it. I don't think it's like supposed to be like an exact representation of the story, but I think he like pulled on like a lot of like his experience like coming out and stuff.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, no, he I think is like such a rising star in Hollywood too, because sometimes when you see like really like internet famous people go on shows, the acting just isn't there. And I
Yeah.
never felt that with him. Like I was like, this guy is so good.
Also,
Yeah.
Charlie being in the show was so perfect.
Insane.
I feel like I also keep seeing her like promote the show and like the casting is just so good and like they're all friends and like I just kind of want to be a part of their little like friend group, like their little clique. Like they seem so cool.
Right?
Oh, for sure.
And I love like Charlie, Benito, and like Terrence, who's like Benito's boyfriend. Like their like little three trio. It's so cute.
Oh, oh, I didn't know
Yeah.
about that. I had heard that like the way Charlie ended up being an executive producer and like feature on the show was like such an accident because they were at a party
Yeah.
and Benny like just drunkenly decided to go up to him and like his boyfriend was like, "Don't do that, don't do that." And he still went up to Charlie and she was like, I think like Benny in the interview was like, she was like, "Send me a script, babes, send it to me."
Honestly, he's so real for that. Because like if I
Yeah.
had an opportunity to go up to Charlie XCX like drunkenly and have her promote whatever I was making, like at full send. Power to him.
Got
Like
nothing to
I would so
lose.
do that.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah. Also the scene where I'm forgetting his name. The guy that Benny was into. What was his name? Miles?
Miles.
Miles, yeah.
When Miles leaves him at the Halloween party to go with that girl. And I'm forgetting everybody's names. What is the girl's name? His like friend.
Oh, Carmen.
Carmen,
Carmen.
yeah.
Carmen like sees it and puts everything together. That was like made for the Party for You trend right now.
Oh,
Like on
that's
TikTok.
Yeah.
Like, it could not have
perfect.
been more perfect. And that was
Oh,
such a good scene too.
Honestly, they like predicted the trends so well. I feel like just
Yeah.
like the like emotions of like the songs and having Charlie be featured. And like I know Charlie's like, let's keep this brat thing going. But I feel like with the show, in some way it kind of does. It like adds to her timeline of how long can I write out this whole brat thing. And I feel
Yeah.
like people still aren't really over brat. Like I love brat.
right.
And I
Oh,
love
yeah.
Charlie and like I think like she's really awesome and like the fact that like she's promoting the show is like, oh, I'm so glad that I got to come on the show and like be a little mean and like kind of play like somebody that like I'm not, I think was really cool. And like I love her. Like she's so nice.
No, I
Oh,
agree.
yeah. The funniest part was when she was like, "What am I doing here?"
Yeah. She's like, I'm gonna play boom clap for a bunch of college students. Yeah.
Well, I think
Uh,
we have to talk about the ending because the ending was like kind of jarring. I was like,
It was crazy. It was so crazy.
I was like, oh, okay.
I feel like so much
Um,
happened in the span of like 5 minutes.
yeah.
yeah.
Honestly, episode 7 to 8 kind of took me for a little bit of like a whirlwind of like trying to
Yeah.
figure out how Carmen and like I guess Benny were gonna like get back together to being friends. And
Yeah.
then, oh my God, episode 8 just felt like everything blew up again. Like you felt like you were like seeing it come back together and then it just didn't.
Right.
Yeah.
Everyone was like so
Yeah.
excited. Everyone was going to the party. And like his sister, Grace, like reunited with her friends. Like I was like, oh my God, vibes are so up right now, guys. And like Peter got like kind of like shut down.
Oh my God.
Yes.
And it was like, wow, like life is good, life is healing. And
But
then
then I will say that
what?
Grace found out that Carmen and Peter like slept together. That was like at the same time. And so I was like, oh my gosh, this is so weird. And I figured, okay, this is like a little bump in the road, given that Carmen and Grace like are seem to get along better. But yeah, then the ending, man, like I was just like, there's
It
no way they
really
just dropped
blew
this
up.
on
It,
us.
I did not see the Miles Carmen kiss coming at all. And I was like, where did that come from?
Yeah.
Was that necessary?
But to some extent, like I love it so much because it's like you're in college. Like I'm just like it makes me feel so nostalgic to like being in college and like making a
Yeah.
decision that like you maybe haven't fully thought through or like just having like a drunken moment and then it kind of is just like, oh, I know the consequences of your actions because I've seen
Yeah.
this
Like this
happen
is not
somewhere
gonna go
else.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. And then when Benny and Carmen get in the fight and Grace, the sister, walks in, that could not have been worse. Like
Yeah.
that part's gonna be crazy. I feel like that's what the season two is gonna open on, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah. I the way and then it just cut to black. I was like, there's no way. There is no way.
Yeah.
And you saw that there were no more episodes left, and you were just like, what is
No,
happening?
because why did it immediately start recommending me red, white, royal, blue? I was like, okay, love some more gays, but like, please, like, I need a moment. Like, that was crazy. And then it's gonna
And why
push
did
red,
Royal
white, and royal blue. I was like, wow, this is whiplash I don't need right now. Like, please.
Oh my God. No, okay. Here's the thing is, Catherine and I, the other day, we were just talking about like queer characters like in TV shows and stuff like that. And I was just like, I feel like I love overcompensating so much because it doesn't ever really feel like super heavy. Like you have like Red, White, and Royal Blue, and you have like Heartstopper, and you have like all these like Love Victor, like all these other shows with like queer male characters that are like super serious. And this one is just like so funny. Like it reminds me so much of like Sex Life of College Girls
Yes.
Yeah.
in like the best way possible. Like it's not like too drama. The characters are really relatable. I just love them so much. Yeah.
And I like that, like,
Rest in peace to
comedy.
Sex Lives of College Girls.
Oh, you for real.
Yeah.
No, I just like the comedy is like the forefront of it too. Like it's like less about like the drama. It's less about like the coming out, but it's like more supposed to be like just a commentary on like being a college student and like the comedy around that. And I like that that was like the forefront of it.
Oh,
But
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, like you were saying earlier, Nicole, I feel like it does so perfectly kind of emulate what it feels like to be in college. You know, the jumping between friend groups, the pre-games in the dorms, like just everything. Like
Awful.
yeah, they did it so well.
growing
And
up outside the bar and then being like, okay, cool.
yeah,
Pulling up, yeah, like
literally.
pulling up to the frat with all of your friends. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, seriously. Or like two roommates that just do not mix, like Carmen and
Yeah.
Holmes's character. I can't remember her name. I need to do a
Oh,
rewatch.
Haley,
Yes,
Haley,
Haley.
yes.
Haley, so
bro.
fun. Do you
We
remember
all
when
need a
like
Haley.
when Carmen was like, "Oh, my dad died," and Haley's immediate response was, "It pisses me off."
Oh, I love Haley.
So good.
So, or when she called Charlie XCX her spirit animal, I was like, oh, mama.
Oh my God. Or when she like rushed the
So good.
stage at the
Yeah.
Charlie concert.
She's like,
Oh,
Oh my God. Also, there was one point, like this was such like this goofy like thing to get mad at, but when Carmen um kind of gave up that ticket for Haley to give to
oh my
her,
gosh.
I was like, Carmen, try and be like selfless here and just give away your ticket if you're like trying to be a hero. Like don't give away your friend's ticket. I mean, I just thought like that could have been an easy fix, but I don't know.
Yeah. No, definitely. And I feel like Carmen just like I will say like her I think part of her character was to make you like a little mad of like,
Oh
okay,
yeah.
like I know how this is so gonna play out. Like you are just like sabotaging yourself. But I think she definitely has like a character development arc and like we see her like go through her like trauma of losing her brother and just like getting back on the horse and like trying to like make friends and be social and like I felt like her and Grace's friendship like was the arc of that. And I
Mhm.
love that so much. Just like seeing them come together and like seeing like Grace get her hometown redemption and like Carmen get her redemption with like sorting out her feelings and like helping other people and feeling more confident. And like I think that that is just like so important of like you feel like you've actually found your people like once you get to college and like I'm excited to see what happens in season 2 given that obviously Carmen slept with Peter and that was like a whole thing. But yeah.
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 Yeah, no, I totally agree. I feel like I really do like the character of Carmen, but she has her moments where she really messes things up, like you were saying. And so I need her to get back on the horse of redemption because the way it
Yeah.
ended was so not good. And yeah, she just needs to, I think a little more before she does anything. Like,
But I'm
which
like,
yeah.
in some ways, can you blame her? Like, she wants to
Yeah.
fit in so bad. Like, she ate a whole plate of fettuccine Alfredo just to like impress somebody and then
Yes.
like paid the
Yeah.
consequences. Like, yeah,
No, she's so freshman year coded. Like when you're just trying so hard to figure out everything. And yeah.
definitely, yeah. But I feel like also, okay, going back to Holmes, I didn't realize that I'm also watching Hacks right now because they just came out with the fourth season. And I knew that Holmes was in Hacks, but I've never seen like Holmes act in a role that is not I like this is a pretty big role that I feel like I've seen her take on. And like I love her so much as an actor and like as a comedian, like I just think that she's so funny. Like she just like does a lot of skits and bits and I always see her on my like For You page or like on my reels and yeah. Super good. I'm
I
excited to see what happens for her.
I had not been introduced to her till this, and she is so funny. And like she did that party girl, like kind of, I feel like she wasn't like fully like the popular girl though, but like she was, kind of that girl who thinks she's like the queen of the school. And she did that so perfectly. And I was just dying the whole time. I feel like she was one of the most on brand, like, oh, I know exactly who this is in college. Like I've seen this
Yes.
person before. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I could definitely think of somebody that I know that
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, that's so you.
So you.
Yeah. You have to have that person that like at least shows you the ropes for like a few weeks, if a
Yeah.
semester like of college and like yeah, I just love the role
Right.
that she takes on. Yeah.
Oh, the funniest part is when you like there's so many people from freshman year where I was like, oh, we're gonna be friends forever. And then we stopped talking after like the first week of school. Like, like so I feel like that was kind of the vibe. But Sydney, what were you gonna say?
Oh no, I was gonna say like another character that felt like that for me. Like I was like, oh, I can totally see them like actually being in college was Emily, played by Nell. She was like the other like freshman and like Benny goes and like sleep like tries to sleep with her the one night. But like she was just so blissfully like going along with the crowd, but also
She's
like
so funny.
in like her own way. It was just like I was like, yeah, like I know like 20 girls like you. And it was perfect.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, this is very recognizable.
No, she's so funny. I've seen her in a couple other things,
Yeah.
and this is the first like comedy role I think I've seen her in actually, and was so funny. So funny. But yeah, has it been picked up for a season 2 yet, or is it up in the air? I mean, I feel like it will get.
Still in the air, but like I definitely don't see it not getting it.
Oh, I think it will for sure. Because I think it is,
Yeah, but usually they wait like
yeah.
a month out from like release.
And the
Oh,
way it's
what?
taken over my For You page, like that's usually a good indicator, I think, even though it's like it's totally my
Yeah,
algorithm, but like I feel like a lot of people are watching it. So
right.
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you
But
have any theories for season two?
I think Peter is gonna flunk out by accident and then he's gonna be sticking around because he's
Mm-hmm.
a good villain. So I feel like he might stick around, but I'm not sure.
Okay, I think Grace is gonna go full emo.
Oh yeah. All that. Um, let's see. I think for like the first half of the season, Carmen and Benny aren't going to be talking. And
No.
so that's going to be like a
Yeah.
huge storyline.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
And I
then,
think Miles and Carmen might get together.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
that might happen, and I think like Miles and Carmen kind of get together, or like kind of have this like will they, won't they? Benny's gonna be pressed about it, not talk to either one. They're gonna be in
Yeah.
their weird like frat thing. What is it, Golden Key or whatever?
Yeah. That was so
Yeah.
weird. It's so goofy. Yeah. Also, I think will Lucas Gage come back? We completely forgot about his
Oh
story.
my gosh.
So,
Yeah. I would love for
Yeah.
him to come back. I actually really liked his like storyline with Benny. But I don't know. I don't know if he's like booked and busy to be like a
I know.
recurring
I'm like, you
character or
are
what.
Gage, but
Yeah.
I do love Lucas Gage. I feel like I've gotten introduced to him a lot more, and like every role that he's in, I think it's like funny, or he just is so versatile. Like
Hmm.
no.
he can do a lot of things. He can wear a lot of hats.
Oh, for sure. And the episode when they go back to their hometown and him and Benny, like they have great chemistry. Like I really liked them together. So it would be fun if he comes back. Or they did mention like the Christmas break. Like they'd see each other for Christmas break. So maybe everything
Yeah,
will blow up and then Benny goes back home and then that's where he shows up. But I hope we see more of him.
No, I agree. We'll see.
definitely. Yeah. Or also like I think that I don't know, maybe like I think Grace and Carmen are gonna make up, but Benny and Carmen aren't. And I
Ooh,
think that'll be weird. Yeah.
yeah.
I feel like we're gonna get like an epic reunion at like the end of the season kind of vibe.
Yeah. I could so see that. Well, like,
Girl
yeah.
Amazing featuring Lord starts playing.
Oh my God.
Yo, yeah.
Yeah, will we have Charlie songs throughout all of season two, you think? Or
Oh yeah. I think
yeah.
as long as Charlie's still part of this project and
Oh
also
yeah.
like just like Terrence being like her like art director or whatever, like no doubt. No doubt.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And they're never gonna get old either. Like I could listen to Girls So Confusing
Yeah.
every day, probably.
Yeah. Oh my God. I will hope they find a way to just like somehow insert Charlie XCX into every season. Like, what if she's like Stanley?
Right.
Like, where she has like the most random
Oh.
cameo.
Yes.
There's got to be somebody else. Like they need to do like Charlie XCX, like Troy Sivan. Like we need sweat tour vibes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. They just have a new celeb. Yeah. Every season needs to have like, yeah, some artist come do like the campus like concert or
Concert.
whatever. That'd be so cute.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
role model.
Oh my God, role model would be funny. Yeah. Especially he's in his acting era. He got cast in the rom-com. So,
Oh, I saw that. Isn't he
yeah.
cast as like a lead too? With Mark
Yes, he's
Ruffalo?
playing. Yeah, it's like Natalie Portman, who's playing a girl named Allie. So like I'm so gonna be like living in that. Okay. But anyway, uh and then Mark Ruffalo and role model. And I think she like hooks up with both of them
Yeah.
in like her single era after being like newly divorced or whatever. And yeah, it looks like it'll be funny though. I was reading up about it for an article and yeah, maybe role model will stop on by to be an overcompensating.
Yeah.
That'd be so good.
Yeah, do we have any more like finishing thoughts about the show?
I guess just like if you're hesitating to watch it, you need to watch it. Like it was just like so unexpectedly good. Like
And
good
it's a quick binge.
so fast.
So quick.
Yeah. I was like sad I finished it so fast though. Like it was so good. Like it could have had like two more episodes and I would have been so happy, you know? But yeah, and I feel like very rarely are there shows where like it's a quick binge, but you're not like having it on in the background. Like I was like fully just watching it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. No,
Like
Yeah.
and like I mean the first scene, like you click play and the first scene is like the like George of the Jungle or whatever it is scene or Tarzan
Yeah.
or I don't even know what it is. And like that scene just gets me so good because I just remember being like a kid and being like, oh my God, like maybe having like a similar experience and like you're just like figuring it out and you're like, oh, why do I like watching this like over and over and over again? Or why do I like why am I fixating like on these things? And like then as you get older, like you're like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense now. And like that was just so accurate, and it just got me. Like I was sucked in the moment I saw that. Yeah,
Oh, for yeah, like I think it's gonna be a show that I think it's already blowing up, but I think like as the summer goes on, people are gonna keep discovering it, and it's like if it doesn't get a season two, there's gonna be a revolt. But like I can't see it not getting a season two
right.
at this point.
yeah. I just hope. I guess like I know Sex Life of College Girls isn't getting like renewed, which bummer. I mean, the last season was fine, but
Yeah.
I'm hoping that maybe in some ways like this kind of takes the place of it, but the
Right?
storyline stays more of like a comedy, less of a
Yeah.
like the characters don't really rotate very much and like I don't know. I'm interested to see how it plays out.
Yeah. Also, can we talk about Renee's line in her new song where she mentions the show? That was crazy, but so funny. Like honestly, I was so sad when she left the show, but that did get me the line. Where like where the show gets canceled. I don't know. I couldn't finish what was the newest season? Three or four? I can't even
Season
remember.
3.
Season
Yeah,
three. Okay, yeah. As soon as Leighton left, I don't know, there was such a disconnect for me. Like I was so sad and all the new introduced characters, like it just wasn't working for me anymore. So I
yeah,
hope it does get picked up by another place, but I hope they like reevaluate the show and just focus on the three main girls and not,
definitely.
yeah.
And
But
oh
I
my
don't,
gosh, who plays Whitney in that show?
oh, isn't her name like Alaya?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah, it's like Chanel Scott or something like that is her last name.
yeah,
I love her so much. I think she's so talented, and I just like,
yeah,
I mean, all of them are honestly so talented, and like, I can't believe that a show made by who made it, Mindy Kaling,
yeah.
is kind of just like not doing super well. So hopefully they'll get it all figured out. But yeah, go Renee, more power to her. Like, took her, what is it? What's the line? Took her sex life with her, or something like that.
Yes, yeah,
Something like
yeah.
that. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And she's so talented. And like, she's Sydney. Well, we saw her like a year or two ago.
I know. Oh,
Isn't that crazy?
really insane to think about, but she was just so
And yeah,
Yeah.
she just blew up.
yeah.
No, seriously. I yeah, I think what you were saying, like Whitney's such a good character too. Like I think they could like really because the show really did hone in on Leighton's storyline. Like, yeah, hone in on the three girls. Whitney's a good like lead if you need a lead, and like they
Yeah.
could bring it back. Maybe let them visit Yates College for a crossover episode to like get it back in the group, okay? And then, and then they go
Yeah,
their
we need
separate
like
ways.
that's like our modern day version of like Wizards of Waverly
Yeah,
Place, like Sweet Life, like
I would love
spinoff. Oh
that.
my God.
Oh my God. Yeah, that'd be so good. Oh my God. And then just like to really throw it off the rails, like have the Euphoria people stop by. Like it's just like really like you're like
Oh
one
my God.
crossover. Yeah.
It's crazy to think that all of those shows are like, I guess, kids, adults, young adults, kind of in the same age range, but they're so
So
different. Like they're
different.
so
So different. Like I've seen the like background leaked footage of season three of Euphoria and like why is
yeah.
Cassie in a wedding dress? Like what is going on?
Oh my
But
God, no.
I don't know. But anyway, I think, yeah, we were big fans of overcompensating and manifesting a season two. Benny, we love you.
Right.
Anything else?
That's it. Thanks for having me.
Ah,
Yeah.
thank
Oh my
you
gosh, you have to come
so
back. This was
much.
fun.
Yeah, we'll have you again.
Okay. Well, I basically just like hijacked this and told Sydney I needed to say something. Uh, happy 1 year to the girly pop pod.
Gosh, happy first pilot of season two. Yes.
We're one.
It's been such like a fun journey. Ellie, I'm so lucky I get to do this with you.
I'm gonna cry. No, I love doing this. I think I remember you and I like used the Sneak Peek podcast as a way to talk about like the girly pop subjects, and then when that ended, we were both so sad, and we were like, well, I remember we were sitting in a mandola's, and we were like, well, we could just do it ourselves.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
we are. And it wouldn't be us if we weren't clowning about Taylor Swift theories. So, in honor of 1 year, do we think
Yeah.
Reputation's dropping tonight? Tonight, as in May 26th.
I'm kind of okay. Like I was like when people were talking about it, I was like, no. But then the only thing that's got me maybe like, maybe Tiffany Haddish being an announcer. Does she
Bro,
even have anything coming out?
like that I know of.
Let me look. Wait, because I was like, that's so random. Because first of all, I feel like most of the time announcers have something going on. Um, Upcoming projects. Let's see. So obviously, like she has the oh her she Google says her upcoming release was in 2023.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she's got like nothing on the radar that's coming out like in the next couple weeks or whatever, as far as I can see. So, but I mean, if you don't remember, she's the one who goes, answers the phone and goes, Taylor can't come to the phone right now. So,
Oh, no, she's dead. And we just have Look What You Do in Handmaid's Tale. So,
yes.
like, we've gotten a really big snippet, which, like, for her to not fully release the song right after, I feel like is a little odd because she has done that in the past for shows.
Oh, yeah.
My Turn Pretty used one of Taylor's versions that wasn't out yet, and so she just released it. Like, she didn't drop the whole album. She was like, "You can have this song." Um,
Yeah.
so like, but it was weird how like she put it into the show, a really large chunk of it, and didn't release it on its own. Like it's not like you can go and listen to it. And
Yeah.
that's where I'm like, well, I feel like we might be getting the album soon because the other one she was willing to just release it because she knew we weren't getting it for a while. But like
Yeah.
one, she's like, let's hold back a little bit.
That's such a good point. Okay, and I know a lot of people are seeing Taylor in Florida right now with Travis. Like there's a bunch of photos coming
On this
out.
night,
Yes, yeah, to where people are like, "Oh, I don't think she's going to the AMAs." Might I argue she might not have to go to the AMAs. They could just do Taylor can't come to the phone right now and then like a little video drops
yeah.
and reps announced or
Also,
Taylor's not there
let's
and or oh wait, what if she wins? Sorry, what if she wins something and then Tiffany like accepts it on her behalf and all she goes is like, "Sorry, Taylor couldn't come here right now." And then like that's like everyone's like that's like the nail in the coffin, like, "Oh, we're getting it." And then it just like drops later.
yeah,
I don't
literally,
know.
I could see it.
But
No, my favorite thing about like the oh she's in Florida so she's not gonna come. So she has a private jet. I can see it every time. I'm like, oh my
get
God,
there.
she's like doing this. I'm like, do we not remember the Tokyo show to Super Bowl pipeline? One thing about this woman, she's gonna get from place to place
You will get there.
the
Yeah.
flawless way. Like, I always see that on the internet. Like, she can't be going because, well, she's from Florida. So when has that ever stopped her? Actually,
From
ever.
Tokyo to
Whatever she
like where? Like
wants.
San Francisco or something crazy. Like,
We're timing it. Like, I was like,
got it down to the minute. Yeah, we were like, Taylor could make it.
wants to be there, she's gonna do that.
We
Like,
gotta find the sneak peek pod episode where you and I were like, I remember we went like in depth, like what Taylor make it to the Super Bowl. We were like, based on our calculations, she would. Yeah.
she's gonna make it, and she did, and
And
she.
she did. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, wait, you're so right. Okay. I feel like The Handmaid's Tale is such a good point too.
I know.
Honestly, the whole people are seeing a 26 on the rep like gold suit.
Ah.
I see a 2. I'm not seeing a 6. But it could be like when you're like trying to find a baby in a sonogram and you're like, "Oh yeah."
I
Like
saw
I
one person be like, "Oh yeah, the intro for Rep is 26 steps," and then they were like later they were like, "Hey guys, so I was actually watching a cropped video, not the whole walk. It's more than 26 steps, but would have been cool." That cracked me up. I was like, "Guess we're losing the plot. We're losing the plot."
so funny. Okay, I I don't know. I feel like it might drop. Something's in the air. And I feel like
I'm feeling good about something like this.
yeah. And my favorite thing is that she left Rep and Debut as the last ones because all she needs to take back now is her name and her reputation.
Yeah.
Like that's like my favorite thing about it. So, I don't know, take back your reputation and then we'll end with
Oh,
Debut. That started it all.
yeah.
Yeah. But I guess we'll see. We'll have to hop back on here regardless, I guess, if we get if
Yeah.
we don't get it. If we don't get it, we should like do clown makeup. and come back. Yeah.
We're gonna
Yeah.
be honest. That's okay. Hey, here we are. Here we are.
It's okay. Yeah. Alrighty. You want to get into the other topics?
Yes. So also what dropped, maybe this was actually a confirmed drop, was the Buccaneers season 2 trailer.
Right on our first birthday, basically.
I
Because that was like our first
forgot
episode, I think.
for
Talking
y'all.
about the Buccaneers. Yeah.
No, that was such a good trailer. I'm actually so, it just gave me all the chills and I am so excited. I'm so excited.
Oh my God, it was so good. Sydney and I talked to their music supervisor for Sneak Peek last year about like picking music and stuff. And I just want to say Matt Biffa knocked it out of the park with Good Luck Babe being over the um trailer. Like I need the classical version of Good Luck Babe to be available to stream too because that was so good. Like with the violins and stuff behind it. But I can't think of a better song that like represents what Nan's going through other than that song. Like it is so good. Like I had chills. I loved it. But overall thoughts of the trailer, it got me so excited. Like I really, really, I don't know what to expect, but I am going to be seated every Wednesday night when the new episodes drop.
I will be ready. Um, yeah, the fairy scene I think is gonna destroy me. Like those costumes were so
Those
beautiful. I
gorgeous.
just know that's gonna like hit. And I'm just gonna be like this like you just like you just have that feeling and you're like, oh my life's about to change. That's what
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch that and feel like the trajectory of my life is like different now.
It's so pretty. I think Lizzie has like the sparkly freckles and then around her eyes. Like, oh my God. One of us is either gonna have to fly out to New York or Texas, and we might have to like do the costumes and watch that episode because oh my God. Like that one's gonna be so good. I already know.
Yeah.
And imagine what songs we'll get for that part. Like, I don't even know. I don't even know. That is one thing I love about the Buccaneers is like, yeah, Bridgerton does like the, oh, what songs are we gonna get too? But sometimes I fully miss them because like the words aren't in it, and then I like kind of don't even notice it. But like Brit or the Buccaneers makes a point of like, hey, good luck, babes playing. Like, yeah, yeah. And so I love we should do an episode when we get closer to like theorizing what songs will be in it and stuff. But um oh my God, I saw the craziest theory too.
What?
Okay, so apparently, okay, you know the scene where like Lizzie's like running and like I can't tell if she's like fully clothed, but she's holding something and like running.
Yeah.
Okay, people think she either kissed or hooked up with the Duke.
Yes. The
Yeah.
there's like a guy in the back with like one of like the blouses he kind of wears.
Yes.
Like dang, that's crazy. Y'all are crazy.
No, literally. Okay, like we're so gonna get a Duke crash out. Like, and that might be it. Like,
Want to crash out, but
yeah.
best way, the best way.
I mean, poor guy has no idea what's going on. Like, his marriage was basically out of convenience to save Nan's sister. Nan's in love with his best friend. Nan, I think, like, I think the admiration and love is there for the Duke, but she's not in love with the Duke.
Yeah.
And I'm not completely against them going their separate ways and then him getting with Lizzie because I think that's a great combo.
I think it'll work.
Yeah, I'm not all for the cheating, but you know what? Nan kind of cheated on the Duke. So,
Yeah. When we want to get technical, yeah.
I'm not saying it's eye for an eye, but
But
I
like
will argue if everyone gets mad at the Duke for doing that, Nan also did it. So that's all I gotta say.
I'm so happy we're gonna get more Mabel and Honoria in like this season. Like they were so
Yeah,
trailer already. I
I
can't.
am so excited. Or like the official photo of them with like the sea behind them. That was so pretty. Yeah. And it looks like they come out to, I think at least Ginny, Conchita, and maybe Nan were in the room.
Yeah,
I couldn't find Lizzie, but so I like that they're going to be letting in a little small circle into their relationship for sure.
I agree.
But oh my gosh, I am so, so excited. Oh my God, like I genuinely, like I don't know, like I just that show, I just love a good period piece and like, yeah. And it's so fun to see like American girls in it because I feel like so often it is like British, which is fun, but like it's fun to see like, oh, like okay, I guess like this could have been like been us and our girlies like going to London, you know?
So good. But well, another upcoming project I feel like we've got a lot of news on. Sunrise on the Reaping.
Oh my God. I oh my God, I have a confession.
Yeah.
I I have seen all the movies,
Okay.
but I've read the books very sporadically.
Okay.
Like I've read the original Hunger Games. I think I've read part of Catching Fire.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if I finished them. And then I want to though, but so many books keep releasing to where it's like, wow, I want to like sit down and enjoy all of them. So
Yeah.
I haven't read Sunrise on the Reaping,
No
but
worries.
I'm still so excited. I've seen a couple spoilers here and there.
But
Like but the casting, regardless of if I know who they are or not, I'm so
okay.
excited. Yeah.
So good. I mean,
Yeah.
Joseph Zada as Haymitch. I'm so excited to see him this summer and We Were Liars
Yes.
and anything. So I feel like this is gonna be like that'd be like the perfect moment of like, do I see it or not? And like, but
Yeah.
like,
Also great like P personal PR for We Were Liars because if
right?
you weren't already planning on watching it, if you're a huge diehard Hunger Games fan or just curious to be like, who is this guy for the Hunger Games, of course you're going to tune in and be like, okay, well, who is this guy? But
Exactly.
yeah, I again, I don't know much about young Haymitch's story, but just looking at him compared to Woody Harrelson, I do see the resemblance, which a
Yeah,
lot of people are saying they don't.
I see
Like
it.
I see, especially in like their nose.
Yes, I was gonna say they
Like,
have familiar like face shape, I feel like.
yeah. And a lot of people are like, oh, they should have cast someone more well known. Like, I don't know. I kind of like that they cast someone you don't know. Like, was Tom Blythe really that known when he was cast as President Snow?
He became known because of it.
Yeah, exactly. So like I think he's a great pick. I mean, honestly, we need to see his like performance in We Were Liars and like get a gauge of his like acting, but physically and age-wise, I think he's is a great pick.
I agree. So,
Also, Whitney Peak as is it Lenore or Lenora?
Lenore.
Okay, that's gonna be good. And I've seen, okay, like I don't know if it's a huge spoiler for me, but like her last name's Baird, right? Like
Oh,
it,
yes.
yeah, she has a resemblance to Lucy Gray. Like
Oh,
she and Rachel Zegler have a very
I agree.
similar facial features and stuff.
Yes.
I really like that casting, and I was a fan of her in Gossip Girl, like the reboot. So I think that'll be good.
No, I think she's made great. I also love that she's best friends with Sabrina Carpenter because I'm like, wait,
Oh yeah.
Carpenter song on the soundtrack?
Oh my
Like,
God. I wanted to talk about that. I feel like the only person who might do like how Olivia Rodrigo did for Songbirds and Snakes, I feel like we'll get Sabrina or maybe Chapel.
ooh, I was thinking maybe like a man, like maybe like Noah Khan or a
Shut up.
hunter, because I feel like they have like that anger that like Haymitch has, but like
Oh good.
I'm like
Wait.
so excited to figure out who's doing the song. Like,
That's like another like huge part. Like obviously Taylor was the OG and then Olivia knocked it out of the park. And then I've heard rumors, I don't know if it was ever confirmed. Isn't Chapel supposedly like in the you can't catch me now part, like as like a
yeah,
backing
so
vocal? Yeah.
her both of their they have the same producer, and so
Mhm.
Chapel's on a bunch of backing tracks for Olivia. Like she does a lot of her backup vocals.
Yeah.
Um, and that was one of the songs,
Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah. Oh my God, Noah Khan would be amazing.
right?
Wait, I'd be obsessed with that. Okay, wait, we might need that. It was like, yeah, especially since it's a male lead. I think
Right.
it'd be a good like a good switch up. Yeah. Um, how do you feel about McKenna Grace casting?
So good.
Yeah.
incredibly good.
That girl stays booked and busy.
Uh,
Like I'm dying to know her net worth. How old is she? Wait.
right? Like she always like she literally started on Disney Channel. I'm like, girl, you're crazy.
She's only 18.
Yeah.
She upcoming movies? How many does she have? Oh my God. She has one, two, three, four, five, six upcoming movies in the next year. That's
Crazy,
insane.
crazy. But I'm so curious to see what okay. I guess it's not really a spoiler, it's just a character.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
Paisley is a twin with Marilee Donner. And
Gotcha. Okay.
after the Marilee, because also like Marilee has like such like a small role. But like
Oh, gotcha.
I'm like, is McKenna Grace going to pull a Sinners and be both Marilee and Maisie? Cast someone as Marilee, or a lot of people are suspecting that they might cut Marilee's character, which
I was
is
gonna say if she has such a small role.
really don't hope they do. Like I like really would be sad if they did, but like I could see it possibly happening.
Mm.
But like I think maybe those end up having McKenna play both roles. We'll see.
Okay. Yeah. Or how about they just go crazy and Kiernan Shipka, who looks like McKenna Grace.
Right?
I mean,
Literally.
Kiernan Shipka had the smallest role in Twisters.
Yeah.
So I will argue, let her
Yeah.
do that again.
Yeah.
Or just this.
Run it
Yeah.
back.
But let's run it back. But okay. S- I don't even know who to get into first with between
I
Ray
know.
Fiennes or
Oh,
Kieran Culkin.
oh, both amazing. Uh,
Insane. When
yeah.
I saw Ray Fiennes, because I had heard um rumors over like the past couple months that he was gonna be President Snow. And I was like, I don't know, he's already like he was Voldemort. Like he was one of the biggest young adult villains
Oh,
in book history. Like, would he do it again? And then he did.
like, you know what? I'm not getting any younger. Let's just get it done.
Yeah, yeah, literally. And I mean, he was such a good Voldemort to where I'm very curious to see how he'll be as Snow.
I'm so excited. I think he's
Yeah.
a good job under Donald Sutherland. Like it's gonna be great. So
Yes. Yeah. Oh my God. Like he's just so good at playing a villain. Like
right. Yeah.
I'm genuinely so pumped. And I feel like okay, like I feel like my Hunger Games is Harry Potter. Like I am a diehard Harry Potter fan and like I love those so much to where even though I love Hunger Games and I would say like I'm more of like a casual fan. Like I need, but I want to be like a diehard fan. Like I want to finish all the books and stuff like I was telling you. Um, I feel like this roped me in even more though.
Okay.
That and the casting of Effie. I was so pumped for.
Elle Fanning. Oh,
That one,
she's such a good Effie. She's
yes.
really,
Like I have you seen the edits where it's like, so do I look like him? Like that song, I think who is that? Is that Tyler the Creator?
I think so.
Yeah, but then it goes to Elle Fanning and between her and Elizabeth Banks as Effie. Oh my God, they're so good. Like
But
how okay, like I don't know if it's a spoiler for me, but like is does she have a big role in the book?
no, not a very large role, but she's definitely like present and she like
Okay.
obviously, like Haymitch's and like their connection like is really important later in the stories
Okay.
and
Okay.
stuff. So like her presence is like pretty important. So
Okay, cool. Okay, question. Do you think we'd ever get, because I love that they're going into the backstories of so many characters we knew from the OGs. Is there ever a world where there's like an Effie story where it's not like her like in the Hunger Games, but her in more the
yeah.
government side of it?
I think there's a world where like maybe I could
Maybe a
possibly
series.
it. I feel like probably not just because we do get some of her origin in here.
Oh, okay, okay.
So I feel like Suzanne wouldn't do like a whole book, but
Yeah,
I would love it if she did. I would eat it
yeah,
up. If she had to
yeah.
say about women in the government. She could
What
say,
about like a little TV series?
right? Like,
Yeah. I feel like also the pressure was so on for these castings, especially for Effie, with there was such a big like it had to be Elle Fanning. Like I didn't see anybody else come up in the conversation to where if they didn't get her, there was
Yeah.
going to be a revolt. So,
So honorable mention for Jesse Plemons as Plutarch.
yeah,
He looks
that's going to be
similar
good.
to the original, and Maya Hawke as Wyrus.
I love
I,
Maya.
oh,
Maya's gonna be so good. Oh my God. Also, Kelvin Harrison Jr., I got to interview him for Odessa at South by. Yeah, and I interviewed him and Sadie on that carpet,
oh,
and he was so nice, charming, and funny. And I only had like one question with him, and they were like, okay, like it was like the end of the carpet. Like he was like, oh, he's got to get in, but he stopped to talk to us. And I mean, he could have only stayed for like 30 seconds or, but he stayed for like a good like 2 minutes and his answer was so funny
oh,
and like so dedicated to where I really like him now. And like, I think, and he was great in that movie. That's the first thing I'd ever seen him in. But I think I'm just happy he's like getting his flowers because he's such a nice guy and he's so charismatic. So I feel like the girlies are gonna love him like in the movie. But yeah, so I was excited to see him get cast as Beetee. And then what was the other one? I'm trying to think. Who are the other big cast? I mean, we have Kiernan,
yeah.
and then have they cast anybody else? I know there was like little girls cast.
Yes, it's Luella McCoy and Lulu are casted. Iona Bell
Okay.
is Lulu, and then Molly McCann is playing Luella, and then Wyatt Callow was also casted. Um, and his actor looks amazing. I haven't seen him in anything, but like, he looks great.
Oh,
Harmless.
wasn't Mags casted?
Oh yes, Lily Taylor.
Where have I seen her?
She I believe was in like The Conjurings. I've never seen her in anything because
Oh, maybe.
she's like a very horror actress apparently. But oh, she was also in Mystic Pizza from the 80s.
Mm. Oh,
Uh,
she's in Maze Runner.
yes.
Okay, maybe that's, I mean, I've seen some of the Conjurings.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe that's what I recognize her from.
Yeah.
But okay,
Ben,
Caesar.
he's like another like up and coming. But he's going to be in the Karate Kid Legends movie.
Yes.
He's
I
been
was gonna say,
a lot. He was in Mean Girls the musical. I mean,
oh, where?
right? I don't know what role, but he was there.
Okay.
So yeah,
I oh my gosh, I think another one where the pressure was on was for Caesar Flickerman and Kieran Culkin is gonna be so good.
so good. Oh my
So good. Like, I mean, I was team Cass Sydney because our TikTok you and I made.
God, stop. I'm
So,
back.
you
I'm
want to insert it, please?
back. Oh my
We
gosh.
were doing everything but help set up for show, like senior year.
Literally,
But
but hey, you know what? If
if
anyone
it
can
can't be you,
get
I guess Kieran's gonna be fine. But
Karen, like,
um, oh God, what is the budget for this movie?
right? Like,
Like, what is it?
hi. Like they can
It's
get
high. Like, was the budget for Songbirds and Snakes not that? I mean, like they had Rachel Zegler, a huge get, and then Tom Blythe was pretty unknown. But this movie, they're like Ray Fiennes, Kieran Culkin, Elle Fanning. I'm trying to think. I feel like the other ones are like more up and coming, but
right.
like that's three. Oh, Jesse Plemons. Like those are huge actors. And Maya Hawke, pretty big. Yeah. To where, yeah, crazy.
So I'm excited. I think it's
I'm excited. I really want to read this book, so I'm gonna have to zoom through everything and then go to the prequels. But
fun too.
yeah. Alrighty. Well, should we get into
Yes.
let's
Well, that was already casted for us, but don't worry because we're also great casting directors. And we're gonna cast A Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. And
Yay!
I
Um,
know that you're like a good chunk of the way through.
yes.
I I was hearing a lot of like mixed reviews before I started the book. Like I
Yeah.
was saying like, oh, like not like my favorite of hers. Probably one of my favorites. I instantly like gravitated towards the main character, Alice. I
Yeah.
instantly felt connected to the story and just like I really fell in love fast.
Yeah, I do really enjoy it. I think I've just been in a slump like reading. Like I've been tired and then like when I'm like have my downtime, I like end up like taking a nap or just like rotting and not reading. But that doesn't mean I haven't been enjoying it. Like I've been loving it. I think yeah, I've been seeing mixed reviews, which makes me sad because I don't know. I think I'm a big fan of this one. I don't know where I'd rank it amongst the other ones just yet because I haven't finished it, but I don't know. I love all the backstory. It's very like Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo vibes. Yeah, which I love. So, and I don't know. Like I was gonna say, I like Alice a lot. Yeah, I like that she's like very optimistic and cheery. And when you said like you felt like so seen by her, I was like, yes. I was like, I can so see like the resemblance. Yeah.
I
Um,
was like, wait, is this effing play about us? Like, whoa.
oh my gosh. But yeah, I am excited to finish it. It's like such a gloomy day today in Austin, and like it looks like it's gonna rain most of the day. So I think today's the day I try and finish it. Like I'm like, what page am I on? Let's see. I just got to where they go to her mom's house, to Alice's mom's house.
Too
On
good.
chapter 21. I'm like 230 pages in about. So over halfway.
Yeah,
So I'll keep you updated. But okay, so I think we were gonna try and cast Margaret, Alice, and Hayden.
love it.
Right. Oh, before we get into that, the one complaint I have is I have such a hard time keeping up with the family tree of Margaret.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like I wish that I don't know if it gets into spoilers, like with big revelations and stuff, but if they could at least do like opening of the book, like take like this page and like map out
Right.
a family tree of the non-spoiler people,
Yeah.
that would have been really helpful because sometimes
Wait, let me get my book. I feel like mine has it. Like, I thought I saw a family tree, but maybe I'm like gaslighting
Mm.
on.
I got the Amazon book, so maybe mine. Also, love the gallery wall. It's growing out.
Thank
It
you.
looks so good.
No, I think I just gaslit you actually. Yeah, thinking family tree. I made one up in my mind though. So
Okay. Yeah. You and I are gonna have to make it, and then we'll send it
double
to the publishing
lobotomy.
company. Yeah.
Perfect. We'll send it over.
Yeah. Berkeley Publishing we'll get it to you. Don't worry.
As in, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, regardless, no, yeah, I do see that though. It is a little bit confusing. I'm like, nah, who was this grandfather? But
Yeah. Yeah. But other than that, I'm loving it.
love.
Okay. Should we do Margaret first?
Yes. Okay. I will say I did cast pairings for Margaret as like a
Okay.
older Margaret and a younger Margaret. So
Oh, okay. I did one older and younger.
okay, love it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, do you want to go first?
Okay. So, yeah, I have a couple castings for old Margaret, but then there was one I saw on TikTok where I liked the pairing, so I did one pairing.
Okay, love.
So, okay. Okay, this one might be my favorite. Jane Fonda.
Yeah, I had her
I
too.
like, okay, yeah, I like Jane Fonda for Margaret. I just think I think she's the right age. She is like a Hollywood staple and like, um, I feel like they could like pull from like actual footage and photos of her like growing up or like her like young in Hollywood so well to like add to the film. So I liked her. I saw Diane Lane, which I'll always know her as Superman's mom in the Henry Cavill, but like she's been in a million things, but I think she'd be really good. Meryl Streep, I saw, which would be so good. Also, wait, like they'd never do this, but can you imagine if it's Meryl Streep and then the young version is either Lily James or Amanda Seyfried?
Oh, I'd gag. I would literally, that'd be so good.
That'd be so good. Okay, and this is my paired one.
Okay.
Now you'd have to age old Margaret down quite a bit, like make her younger.
Yeah.
Um, but I do like it. Andy McDowell as old Margaret, and then did you see this one where old Margaret's or young Margaret's Margaret Qualley?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I liked that a lot, and I just think that's fun.
I
But
saw that on TikTok and I was like, yeah, like, and they've literally played like together, like in a show because they were both in Maid. Like, they literally played
mm,
their daughter.
yeah,
I know they're not scared of the Nepo. Okay.
yes,
Like, I don't think go like scare away a role. So I feel like
yeah.
who better to play your younger self than your daughter? But
No,
Andy is
literally.
like quite young for the role. Like, she is,
No, literally,
but
literally. But I like it. They could put some, if they want to keep her like in her 80s, they could put some prosthetics on Andy.
they can figure it
I don't
out.
know.
They can
They
figure
could
it
make
out.
it work.
Yeah.
Yeah. But okay, those are mine. What did you have?
Well, so my older Margarets were the exact same as you. So like I said Andy and Margaret because like
Okay.
for that pairing I was like too iconic. Um,
Yeah.
then I said Jane. Well, it was funny. I was watching the TikTok and they said like Andy, and I was like, oh my gosh, I could totally see it. And with Margaret, and then if I just watched like 5 more seconds, and then it literally went Margaret. Well, yeah, I was
Yeah,
like,
literally.
we're all on the same page. Perfect. But then I also said Jane Fonda, but with
Okay.
Jane Fonda, I paired Ella Purnell. I don't know why, but I feel like I could just see them like very similarly. They have like very like doe-shaped eyes, and I feel like Ella
Yeah.
Purnell would play the perfect like young Hollywood like kind of like person she is. And then I said Meryl Streep paired with Elle Fanning. So
Oh, that'd be good.
yeah, so those were mine, but yeah.
I like that. Oh, Elle Fanning would be so good.
Right. I was
I
like,
do
it
love,
would also be great, like young, like socialite. That's the word. I was like, I can't think of like what that.
yeah. Yeah. I also I like Ella Purnell, and I was just looking up at a photo of like younger Jane Fonda, and they do have a good resemblance where I feel
They
like it'd be
have like
believable.
very like doe-eyed and
Yes.
like love it.
Yes. And like their hair is very similar too, where I feel like, oh, Ella would rock that.
Yeah.
Um, oh my gosh. Okay, out of these, who are your top picks?
I just feel like Jane Fonda. Like,
I think it'd be good. I feel like she would be so on board to do it too.
right?
Yeah. And I don't know, from what I've seen, it's like Margaret is outspoken and she talks about how her life was kind of messed up growing up
Yeah.
in some ways. And I think Jane Fonda never shies away from social injustices or,
Yeah.
things that shouldn't be a thing.
I
And I could so see her like being that role so well. And I could just see her like leaning into like the recluse in Georgia
yeah.
vibe. Like, yeah,
I,
I really like Jane Fonda. And then Ella as a young Jane would be so good. I
right?
really, yeah.
Well, Rachel
Okay.
Alice.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Mine for Alice was Ella Purnell because I've been seeing that all over TikTok.
Love.
Yes. And I think she is so good at playing kind of that like whimsical, cheery person.
So,
But then she could get very dramatic and like she has good range. So I thought she'd be really fun as Alice.
love.
And then my other pick was Haley Lou Richardson.
I heard
Because
Haley Richardson.
yeah, for
Yeah.
the exact same reasons. Like yeah.
So bubbly, but she can also get so emotional. And I just feel like
Yeah.
she would play Alice's complexity really well.
Yeah.
The other person I threw on my list was Megan Fahey. Again, I just see her being like very whimsical, and like but also very like emotional. And like I feel like very much like her bold type character. That's really who I was like envisioning,
I love that casting. That'd be so good. Wait,
right?
I love that. Okay, I'm obsessed with that. Oh
Um,
my gosh.
but
Okay,
for
that might be my favorite.
Lou, should we say maybe Haley Lou? Like I feel like
Yeah, yeah, I
love.
like that.
Okay.
Okay, and then for Hayden, I remember I texted you and I was like, okay, I see him as Jacob Elordi. The way they like describe like his like body type and like him being like super tall and just like a big guy. I was like, okay, I see Jacob Elordi
Yeah.
physically. I don't think there's ever a world where Jacob Elordi will do another rom-com.
Uh,
I think he is over it and it doesn't want to do them. So I don't if we see a day where he agrees to do this, that'd be insane.
yeah.
But I just don't see it happening. And so I really liked this fan cast I saw on TikTok with Callum Turner.
Oh yeah.
Wouldn't that be
Yeah.
so good?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that's my pick
Okay.
for yeah.
For mine, I saw again on Fancast, but Dev Patel. Um,
Ooh,
to see him like really like embodying like this role, and I feel like he just like has like that like stoic energy.
yeah.
And someone else, I feel like that like could he's a little bit older, so I feel like this is not like the best fan cast, but like I just have to put him down. Sam Claflin. Um
Him
I
and Megan Faye.
right like that's why I was
That'd
like
be
if I put Megan, like I'll put someone older and like
yes.
like them two if like we aged up like the roles a bit. Because like they are kind of like in their 30s, if I'm not mistaken, in the book.
Yes. What about like Brendan Slennar too?
Yes.
Be
I
so
can
good.
see it. So yeah.
Wait, okay, wait. These are hard. I don't know which one I like the most.
I know. I'm kind of obsessed with your Callum Turner pick though. Like
Thank you.
Callum and Haley,
Yeah,
like I'd be like, whoa.
that'd be so good. Okay, do we want to go with Callum?
Yeah.
Okay, I think this is pretty good.
Yeah.
And one thing that makes me excited is, isn't it true, like since it's a Reese's book club pick, Hello Sunshine has the rights to adapt it when it eventually, I
I
think
think
that's
so.
I think that's like, which I think is genius by Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah.
It's like anytime she does oh, we're about to run out. Oopsies.
Okay. No, but I think it's gonna be amazing and
Yeah,
I'm excited. So
yeah.
play. Well,
Slay. Okay, I think we
awesome.
covered everything, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, we're about to get kicked off of this, Girly Pops, but
But
this has
thanks
been
for
fun.
joining. This was so fun.
We'll talk to you later.
Okay.